All right, YouTube, what's good? How we doing? It's your boy Aziz, rhymes with disease, back for another video. And man, we're gonna get into this video real quick. We're gonna talk about body game. A lot of guys nowadays are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. A lot of guys lack confidence. They're complaining about not only where they're currently at in life, but also about women. A lot of guys are struggling attracting women and getting dates, getting girlfriends. And I'm here to tell you that the reason why you're struggling is because you're not doing the one thing that's going to help you be more attractive. Any and every guy that is watching this video and is on planet Earth while also living in the country of America, you have no excuse not to be in the gym. You need to be physically fit. You need to not only look your best, but you need to not only upkeep your appearance, but you also need to put in effort to look the best as possible. I am very sick and tired of seeing a lot of guys go on these self-improvement type shows and or podcasts. For example, if you're a man and you go on YouTube, you've seen the Fit X Felix show and or podcast where a lot of guys come on to his live stream and he gives them advice on not only leveling up, attracting more women, but trying to make more money. One thing a lot of guys on that have done very much in particular is to put themselves in a position where you need to not only have another man tell you what to do, but at the same time, you need to have him tell you something that you already know. I'm very sick and tired of seeing a lot of grown men, both young and older, having to be told what they need to do, even though they already know deep down what they need to do. You need to stop procrastinating. You need to stop putting off what you need to do, and you need to stop ignoring the work. I'm 25 years old. I currently work as a restaurant manager. I will be attending college as a senior next year, and I'm also striving hard to create content and or put myself in a better position to be a great example of what you can do in the generation that I am in order to get to where you want to be. I have seen very much that a lot of guys lack not only ambition, but they lack a drive to be successful. I'm not sure if it's because they don't want it, but I'm very positive that the main reason why a lot of guys lack ambition is because of comfortability. A lot of people in the society we live in, especially in the country of America, a country that is very blessed with resources and opportunities, a lot of people do not take advantage of what's around them and they choose to settle. And by choosing to settle, I mean they do not do the work that is necessary to bring out their full potential. If you are a man and you are not in the gym, you 100% should be ashamed of yourself. Why? Because you are quite literally too comfortable that you do not feel the need to exercise. A big problem in America is the healthcare system. So, why would you, as a man who's watching this, not be in the gym when you know the country you live in feeds off of and or extorts the sick, the poor, and those who are in very bad health conditions? I've seen so many times when I've worked in the hospital that a lot of people in the hospital do not get the care that they need. And those same people live very terrible lifestyles that also put them in the hospital. So why would you, somebody who's very smart, logical, and not only sensible, put yourself in a position where the people who are in that position are going to take advantage of you and abuse you? You need to care more about yourself than anybody's going to care about you. That's why, as a man, you need to be in the gym. You need to be in the gym because it's not only going to show you that you have something that you can improve on, which is your body, but it's also going to increase the one thing that a lot of guys nowadays are lacking in. It's your confidence. A lot of men, both young and old, are lacking in confidence when it comes to not only themselves, but approaching women. And I'm telling you that getting in the gym, working out, and doing all the things that you're supposed to be doing to not only improve, but be the best version of yourself is going to get you where you want to be. I'm going to put a picture up right here of what I used to look like. This was before I started my fitness journey back in June of 2024. And now I'm going to put a picture of what I currently look like. This is as of April 2025. It has been less than a year, but the improvements have been so drastic, I barely recognize myself. And I also question why I took so long to get in the gym. You that's watching this video, you're a guy, you want to be attractive, you want to make more money, and you possibly want to get a girlfriend and or start a family. How are you going to do any of these things if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not putting yourself in the best position possible, if you're not working harder to make yourself as attractive as possible, and doing all the things that are necessary to get you to where you want to be. Stop complaining. You are a man. I do not care if your mom and dad are poor. I do not care if you're currently broke. I do not care if you're in a situation, if you live in a town or an environment where things are harder for you. You live in America. So there's plenty of opportunities. There's massive amounts of free information on the internet, and you can put in certain effort in areas to get out of the current situation you are in. But you're not doing it. You're not working hard enough because you genuinely do not have anybody pushing you hard enough. And nobody's going to push you hard enough. You have to push yourself and get yourself out of this position because nobody's going to want better for you than yourself. So if you know that you want to be aspirational, if you know you want to put yourself in a certain light, if you know you want to be respected, stop being looked down on. If you know you don't want people to make fun of you like people used to make fun of me, if you know you don't want to look at yourself in the mirror and be disgusted with who you see, you need to get in the gym. Not only is it going to save your life because it not only provides health benefits, but it's going to set you apart from a lot of people in America because the one thing that a lot of people in America struggle with is health problems. Obesity is a big killer in America. You know this who's watching this video. I don't need to tell you this because you've heard this multiple times. So why aren't you doing what you need to do to not count yourself among those who have to go to the hospital constantly and be subjugated to the terrible healthcare system we have in America? Don't put yourself in a position to not get to where you want to be because you're being lazy and because you don't care enough. I want you to care enough because at the end of the day, if you don't get to your goals, nobody's going to be upset but you. You're going to grow older with regret. You're going to die without doing the things you wanted to do. You're also going to die without seeing the possibilities of the physique you could have had if you chose to work harder. Because as you're in your 20s now, you will never have as much energy in the next 10 years as you did now. So if you want to keep the same energy you have now later down the line, you need to take in effort to take care of yourself. All of you guys who like to drink beer, go out and party, chase women, you're wasting your time because if you want to really maximize the women you will get, you need to not only be in the gym, but you need to focus on your finances. Stop wasting money on girls and stop putting yourself in a position where you need to act a certain way just to get women. You've seen on YouTube the guys who talk about body game. You've seen all the men who get women in a very easy way. And if you yourself want to be those type of men like I do, you have to put in the effort to look like the men that those women are attracted to. At the end of the day, anything and everything that you want in life takes effort. You will not be able to escape the tasks that will get you to the success that you personally want. So, as you're going about your own journey, yes, your own journey, you need to focus on what is going to be necessary. You need to focus on what's going to help you. You also need to focus on what's going to possibly put you in the best position to get the things that you want, not the things that other people want, the things that you want. So stop focusing on other people. Start focusing on yourself and ignore all outside distractions. At the end of the day, nobody will get you to where you want to be but you. So you need to get in the gym. Your confidence is lacking, and I'm telling you, the number one way to boost your confidence is to be in the gym. Why? Because as you are in the gym, you are going to not only focus on yourself, but as you see improvements over time, you will get the confidence because you've seen yourself do something that's very hard, which is changing your physical appearance. That will boost your confidence, that will boost your competence, and you will be able to not only approach women that you like, but also not fear rejection from those who do not like you back because you already know that you're attractive and you already know that you've been working on yourself. So when a girl rejects you, you're just going to see that as a girl who does not like you, not as something is wrong with you because you've been doing all the things to improve on yourself. So if you want to be an attractive man, you need to work on your hygiene, you need to work on your body, you need to work on your finances, and you need to do anything and everything that's going to get you to where you want to be. Stop avoiding the work, stop running from it and stop making excuses. A lot of guys are not only in relationships, but trying to get in relationships, and you do not deserve it because you're not taking care of yourself. You're not a leader, and that girl who is with you would not gain anything from being with you. So, if you're somebody who wants to get a girlfriend, who wants to be attractive, you need to do all the things that are going to possibly make you the most attractive version of yourself as possible. Get in the gym, take care of your skin, and not only work to make more money, but start saving money as well. Don't spend your money all the time going out to eat on fast food or on knickknacks that will waste your money. Invest, save some money, spend on what you like, but at the same time, moderate yourself. Do not be careless with the things that you have. And because you live in America, you need to always remember there are no excuses. And the more you try harder, the more you're persistent, the closer you will get to your goals. With that being said, I'll catch you guys on another video. Peace out.